Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to another edition of the Living World of Darkness Rage Across New York venue. The scene is set within the penumbral reflection of the Sept of the Green of Central Park. We see one of our children of Gaia walking around the strip, trying to find a little bit of an oddball, but still valuable in his own rights. A little, some would call a scurry lupus with a very, very interesting penumbral reflection, that being of traffic lights, that being of air sirens, that being of the city, actually. And so Alan is walking around trying to find our good old fantastic buddy Dragos.
Dragos, the exalted, the magnificent, the wonderful, is, he is the city wolf, so he is, playing closer to the city. He has just been, just howling, kind of like metal music howling, just like trying to make it sound like metal, like what howling wolf howls, just to please them a little, to make them happy, so they can have a nice day. And he will pat the closest metal spirit and then just leave it. So it's happy. It's a happy face, metal spirit, and he goes around. He's in lupus since Umbra. He's just laughing about.
You'll get a Hamid yell, "Hey, Raya!"
Huh?
No,
Huh?
no, not Raya. Yuff, yuff.
Yuff, what? Turns around, looks at Alan person. He paw waves. Hello-ness, Alan person.
Hey, Dragos, how you doing today?
I am of goodness.
You are of goodness.
Yes.
I am of goodness as well.
Whee! What do you want?
Whee! Well, I just wanted to pick your brains about a few different subjects, if you don't mind.
Subjects. He tilts his head and looks. Go on.
Okay. See, I've been racking my brains for the past few days, trying to remember a few bits and pieces of trivia that I learned over at the Space Center in Houston. And unfortunately, a lot of those basics of just rockets is completely gone to me. So there used to be a day where I could tell you each and every rock that's currently rotating around Jupiter, but those days are kind of gone. I'm wondering if you could help me with space travel.
Why do you want to have help with space travel?
Because one day I want to travel into space. I want to be my little Alan self in orbit.
I'm rolling, by the way, I'm just going to roll intelligent glasswalker lore to see if I can remember the Umbral pilots. I get 1 success.
We'll have to take your word on it. We can't really see without your camera on.
Okay, someone has to roll for me then, but I got 1 success. 2, 10, 5, 9, 1. So
I can take you on your word.
Yeah, okay. So it's not Umbral pilot. Talk to Umbral pilot person.
What's an Umbral pilot?
Glasswalkers that travel space in Umbral ships.
You do
Not
that
my
then.
thing. I don't do that thing. I don't have ships, and I don't have engineer skills. I read medicine things and other things. I'm not engineer, but I know science. I know a little about the theories behind it, but I'm not much of help. Not much of help, and I don't know right that can let me go into deep umbra. So, is it the near? Does the werewolves call the deep umbra the near umbra? Because mages and werewolves call it differently. So just like out of character. I mean the space umbra. Okay, whatever the werewolf term is, because they mix those. So it's like, why do you want to travel in space specifically?
Because, okay, you know this corporation called a Geodyne?
I know about the Geodyne people.
Right.
I've investigated people associated with Geodyne. They're called the apes. They look weird. And that's the thing. But no, nothing of interest came up. Not for me, at least. So,
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Well, you know that Geodyne has that little, geocentris satellite just above our heads, right?
yes, I thought paid attention to paid attention to the news.
All right. Well, I'm working with a group of people, and we're trying to explore the option of actually rocketing ourselves up there, trying to get back as well, because we don't know exactly
Build fetish spaceship.
what.
Build a ship-like structure and turn it into a fetish. That could work. Even if it wouldn't work from a science perspective, the spirit would maybe make it a functional flying device. There are people who have engineering skills enough, and if you can build wings, if you can get enough motors and get enough space for the group to fit in, you could build a functional ship if it turns into a fetish.
That might take an awful long time. We only need the one round trip. We don't actually need a dedicated vessel.
Talk to the Master of Rights, then. There is a right that lets you go into that Umbra section.
Really? Do you know it?
I don't know it. I mean, this is researching other things. I don't know that particular right. Talk to the Master of Rights. That's the thing.
I can do that. I can do that. What a few things that we've been or at least I've been thinking about in my head. One, how do we get there? Might need a mystical rite or somewhat. Two, how do we survive out there? It's the void.
Spaceships.
Are you saying that you think it's a good idea to dedicate an entire spacesuit to me?
I've come with obvious suggestion for how to survive. How practical it is beyond that, it's not my concern.
Looking for practical solutions right here, Dragos.
It would make you survive and it would let you get in, but it's in space. Get spirits to protect you.
Yeah,
there are spirits associated with spirits, with air, pressure, such things. Find a powerful enough spirit and it can give you a blessing so you wouldn't be crushed or die or whatever.
Tell me more.
Well, you wouldn't be crushed in space, but you would freeze to death and suffocate and stuff like that. Other solution is hijacking existing space vessel and fly with it. That is a little illegal. Might draw a little too much media attention, but that's option.
Yeah. That is an option, but it seems like the most extreme option. I mean,
yes.
trying to stow away into one of those rockets can also be done, but the only habitable part of that ship happens to be the command module. And if you're not in the command module, you're kind of fried.
Blur of the Milky Eye. There's an option in that regard. Have some people as skilled in the areas of subterfuge, stealth, and such.
Yeah. Could they be able to lend? Well, we need a solution that lets them lend their gifts to others as well. Them going up alone, that seems like a bad idea.
That can be true. As I said, talk to the Master of Rights about this sort of thing, or talk to the hard light person, which is Adrian Fjorge. Just suggestion that will make your life easier. Beyond that, as I said, beyond that, as I suggested, creating fetish ship is, as I mentioned, option. It doesn't have to actually be a functional ship beyond being a fetish, but with a spirit like spirit of air or a spirit of travel, it would be functional, most likely.
Interesting. What kind of chimnage would such a spirit require?
Spirits of air likes fans music. Like if you talk to a wildish tornado-like spirit, destroy things. Go into Wall Street land and destroy things. That worked for me. It might wake the Weaver spirit a little angry, but that sounds like details.
Rather not destroy our neighbor's yard.
Neighbors?
Neighbors. Yeah, our neighbor's yard.
Yeah, but Wall Street isn't a neighbor.
No, it is our neighbor. It's right there, he says, just pointing off, in the distance.
But it's not close neighbor.
It is a
And,
close
and,
neighbor.
and people associated with Geodyne work there, and they do things that are fishy. It's not literally fish. They don't actually do things that are fish, but they do things that are suspicious and maybe not good for Gaia or anyone else for that matter.
Dragos, the point I'm trying to make is every spirit in the Umbra in New York is our neighbor. We want to be good neighbors so that the people that are hiding, like the apes in Wall Street, don't get their protection. We want our neighbors to have our backs, not their backs.
This is point. Other things like create more wind. That's corny as that sounds. If you just I summon Twister by just making fan noises.
Wait. How about instead of trying to appease the spirits here, why don't we try to go to where they are and appease them there?
Yeah, but as I said, like windy music, depending on what kind of spirit of air representation. Like if it's a breeze, then something calm, soothing kind of song would work. If if it's like a twister are aggressive, hard-hitting spirits. Singing something more rough and something about destruction and chaos and stuff that works. An avatar of Twister would very much appreciate you, or destroying something literally, like take your phone and just turn it into pieces.
I'd rather move to an option that didn't involve destruction. That's not my way. I'm a child of Gaia.
Yeah, but destroying a phone doesn't matter that much. Something. It's just a token, but you can also just give it Gnosis, of course.
Could do. You know what? Actually, there's a fantastic theurge that's walking around this set that's absolutely brilliant with manipulating Gnosis.
Wait a second, real life attack. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but need to have something.
Where were we? I'm sorry. I started humming a tune.
I'm still occupied, so I'm just someone has to need to get me something. Maybe Cam can join in or something.
We're having technical difficulties. I don't know how long I can sing this song. Just go ahead, please.
If you want, I can jump in.
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Of all people, Nico actually walks up.
Fair enough.
Yes, in the Umbra.
Fair enough. The kinfolk have been doing that nowadays.
This kinfolk has had Gnosis since the very beginning. He's just quiet about it. He doesn't advertise that fact.
This is the first. Oh wait, this is not the first time that Alan is seeing Nikos. He actually saw Nikos at the family dinner. Okay, Alan's just gonna go ahead and turn around, blink for a few seconds, trying to figure out where the hell he knows this person. It was
He'll
only a brief encounter, so I'll go ahead and roll intelligence bits. Oh, you're... Wait, you're a Picasso, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm
It's ni-
Vale's father.
Oh, it's nice to see you here. How's your day been?
It's been fine. I'm looking for someone.
Hmm. Are you having a good day in the neighborhood?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you like to turn? Would you like to take off your shoes? I'm just going to go ahead and get comfortable. Alan takes off his shoes and his socks, puts them
He'll
aside.
shrug and kick off his shoes. He actually has to untie them because he's wearing boots. He's wearing like heavy work boots. But Alan would also notice he has a guitar strapped to his back, and
Nice.
he'll swing it off.
Alan, for his part, is just letting his toes dig into the dirt a little bit. Ah, Gaia.
Have you seen Emmett?
Emmett. I don't think I've seen him today. I saw him yesterday, though.
If out of character, if Alan was at the wedding, which I believe he was,
Oh yeah.
then Alan would know that Emmett and Nico are together. They're a couple.
Oh
So it's not just him randomly asking for like a Garu. He's
I
looking
know.
for his lover.
Alan says I haven't seen him
So
since
he'll
yesterday, but hey, we hang out in the set for quite a while. He could be back in his own apartment if you want to catch him.
I was supposed to meet Xavier as well.
I think I saw Xavier actually a few minutes ago as I was coming in.
His right hand went to Greece. So I think I'm availing myself for temporary right-handedness.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Right-handedness?
Also, my son has been tasked for a month to do certain things. He will be gone for a week.
I'm sorry. What happened? I just had annoying real life attack. So
Okay, to bring you up to speed, Carl, a more older gentleman has approached Alan. They have conversed for a few seconds. Apparently, this gentleman is looking for Emmett.
the Emmett person. He would be in the home of the Bacchus people back home. This is the thing. Most likely.
You see, he's not at home, in fact. That's where I just came from.
Okay.
Allow me to make introductions. I do this so often. Do you know each other?
Ironically, no, I don't.
Well, let me introduce
I
Dragos. Yeah,
Right.
he is in lupus right now, so he is bark.
I just wrote Storm the Primal Urge them to just fix this. 7 dice. Difficulty is 9, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Yes! Only, almost. Only got 1 success there. Barely. Okay. So yeah, it takes some time, but he gets like a human throat, and it's like, Emmett person. He would usually be homeless. But I don't know where he is now.
And Ellen goes ahead and says, well, let me make introductions of this here is Dragos. Glasswalker, Theurge, Bostern, member of the Dead Rabbit Pack. Dragos, this is Nico Picas, the father of Val Picas.
I'll smile.
Of the Black Furies.
Is he kin or guru or a thing. The whale person is out on honeymoon, despite the fact that he should actually be doing the things I've commanded him to.
That's actually why I'm here. In his stead, I'm doing his tasks for.
Okay. But my tasks are very simple. Go and sing just singing to metal spirits and making sure
He'll point at the guitar on his back. That's why I brought this.
Excellent. And metal spirits and plastic and glass. And just makes them happy, because this is wild-centric, so they are not treated well, as well as they should be. And I make sure they feel happy and welcome and safe. So this is what you're doing with the singing, making sure they get some daily entertainment. He nods.
You were better sending me for that task than my son. I like metal more than he does. He doesn't listen to metal.
His music taste didn't particularly interest me.
My son was born during the era that metal was beginning to become popular. I lived in it. So therefore I am very well versed in Pantera and Metallica and Slayer and Megadeth and all different sorts of bands.
I personally just put on random metal music to appease the spirits. I don't particularly have any taste. Homemade music is not my thing. Anyway, why do you need the Emmet person?
I just missed him. Wanted to see him.
But he's been doing things, as I have been doing things.
I cannot see. I cannot lie. Living my life right here.
No
Metallica,
singing.
Right? Metallica, right? Yeah,
No,
fair enough.
no singing. He says just to Alan. We have talked about this.
Singing is good. Singing lifts the spirits.
It lifts the spirits, but it doesn't lift me.
Dope.
You can sing to spirits, don't sing to me.
Well,
Nico will swing his guitar off, like he'll kind of open it up and he'll pull it up, and he'll start playing the song.
Nico can roll perception, Animal can, and Alan can roll perception, empathy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he starts playing the song that Alan was just singing on his guitar.
Ow.
It shouldn't be that hard, but yeah, you get one success. Drago seems like he's about to run.
Yeah, run all you want.
Interesting.
Alan should be used to this.
Not really.
This is the third time.
This is the first time. Alan has never seen this before.
Yes, that's Alan. But anyway, Brad's just like, no singing. He puts emphasis. Anyway, Emmett has been doing things of importance which cannot really be talked about. I'm sure he will be home again soon, as will I, hopefully. I'm just home to check on Firewall from time to time.
Dragos, you're going to have to explain this one to me. It is one of the duties of my auspice to sing. Why is singing so detrimental at this moment?
Because I don't like your singing. I have made this clear before. Last time I saw you sing, I ran away screaming.
Wow.
Perhaps if Alan had some accompanying, he'll kind of pluck at his guitar.
Accoutrements?
Accoutrements, it would help.
Sure. I mean, if our dear Dragos friends is willing to suffer through pained ears.
It's just like he just makes that like brown face that you understand.
Come on, Dragos. Sit yourself down. I guarantee you will not regret it.
No. This is not goodness. Anyway, you had other subjects you needed to ask about, Alan person. So it's been business first.
Alright, fair enough. If you want to deal with business first, like I said, space travel. How do we do it? If you're talking and you're throwing the idea of a fetish ship to me, how do we go about it?
First, you need someone that can build a ship. Zeke is, for example, a good choice for that. It doesn't need to be anything complicated. Just enough motors and something that can be like a wings and, enough of a space for people to be in. Nothing, as I said, nothing complicated, nothing too advanced. You just need to make it seem like it potentially could at least drive. Then you need to make it attractive for spirits and just nice stuff. Since there's no singing, Alice does not mind the guitar.
You guys will see that Xavier arrives just when you guys were talking. He's actually running at you guys.
He's
And
beating
when-
the jackal right now, isn't he?
And when he sees all three of you, he's just going to stop and try to catch his breath.
Why are you running?
Why are you trying to catch your breath? You're a silent strider.
I'm trying to get used to the damaged lung.
Ah, yes. You damaged lungness. I've heard about this. Anyway, space travel. I've mentioned fetishship. You've gotten the basic need. Just, enough motors and make it have something that looks like functional, semi-functional pair of wings and enough space for people to at least be cramped in. And something to steer it with. Bite spirit. It doesn't actually have to be a hyper-advanced spaceship or anything like that. It just
Why are you trying to go to space?
It's because of some company thing and scouting out thing. This is the thing. It's a company called Geodyne. There are a bunch of dicks.
I'm aware of it.
At the moment, there is a place of interest that is far, far outside of our own reach at the moment. It's actually about, 40,000 feet above our heads.
So
When
you
you
should just
say it's of interest, do you mean you want to destroy it, or do you mean that you want to go to it to explore it?
We do not know what is quite there yet, and we do not know what action or what effect would be if we were to simply destroy everything we found there.
Well, to go ahead and take a look at it is one thing, but to actually do it is something else entirely.
you should
What
also-
now? You cut out.
He said that to go ahead and take a look at it is one thing, but to try to destroy it is something else entirely.
Actually, there might be a very simple way to destroy it. Anything in space, really. Make a couple of deals with the Rorg spirit, with the spirit of Rorg.
Tell me about that then. What is this?
Rorg?
Yeah.
He is the manifestation and the powers that control the asteroid belt. It's been said before that he has thrown down his blessing to destroy things. Just throw a, this is what happens when you can't forecast spirit lore, by the way. Just guide his projectiles to, I don't know a flowery way to put it.
Destroying it.
Hurl
That's
the
a-
meteors at it.
That's a good idea for destruction, but travel. And as cheesy as it may sound, try to mount some kind of gun on it and make it.
Well, you say that war. I'm going to assume you mean the red planet over there, right?
Rorg,
You say he's the one to go ahead and contact to in order to throw one of those rocks on the asteroid belt at anything. But the way I hear it and the way I understand it is actually Jupiter that keeps most of those asteroids right in their orbit away from all of us.
that's
Rorg
science,
is the one.
but Rorg is the
Rorg
spirit of
that
all the
can-
asteroids. It's the manifestation of the entire belt.
I'm rolling intelligence science, by the way, guys.
Pretty good.
One success. So, to actually be able to damage it, you need some sort of anti-satellite weapon. If you want to do it from over here, that is.
Why do you want to do it from over here where it can be pressed? You can just have spiritual help in that manner. Have spirits destroy it. Have Rorg do it, or send spirits, whatever. Or you can just detonate the ship.
All of these are quite destructive options. I'd rather
This-
try to find
This
a
was
non-
for the destruction option if you needed help with that. because I doubt the facilities generally doesn't actually have a self-destruct option button thing. That's the movie thing. So here you have to be creative. And of course, for travel, I've already mentioned fetish ship. You just have to have someone that can build it, and make it airtight and stuff.
Get the
And
chimney.
also, you have to find somebody who can go into space. It's not just like driving a car. There's lots of training involved with that one.
This is true. However, I feel like cheating.
Yes, and that's why you make it a fetish ship and go by the Umbra.
More than that, the fetish ship you could go ahead and transport, but what about the environment out there? The environment without an atmosphere. How do you survive that?
You don't go out.
There is one simple answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
Unmanned aerial vehicles.
What?
Unmanned aerial vehicles.
Goes ahead and makes this motion like money, money, money. Time, time, time.
He nods.
Pachina's rich. You just have to have someone with right of the fetish to make why would you go out of the ship? If you can, if you can.
Why do astronauts go ahead and leave their vessel to walk around?
Because they have spacesuits and stuff.
And what do the spacesuits do?
Protect them from going. But we don't have to go outside of the ship. You can get close enough.
How do we also gain ourselves protection from that void?
Take Emmett with you, and he can just hack into the structure from far enough away. You just need to get close enough, and we glasswalkers have techniques to get in, so to speak.
So you're suggesting a more fly-by-night option, where we go ahead and take the roundabout way around the installation, gathering information as much as possible.
Yes, of course. If it doesn't work, you have to come with another option, and that's where you have to be creative. As I said, spacesuits is an obvious answer if you want that. If you don't need to go outside.
Slow shaking his head.
Problem is, opening the door and stuff. And if you need material, by the way, to build this fetish ship, there is, junkyard and stuff, and you can buy cars.
I think it'd be ill-advised to go ahead and bind an entire weaver suit to my form. No, I'd rather talk to, like you said, an air spirit, to give us a little bit of pressure to make sure that space doesn't kill us.
Yes, this is also a thing. Just find an air spirit that can protect you and can give you a nice little ball of protection around you.
Well, I would still consider using a small, durable drone with a spirit in it.
Okay, well, when you go ahead and combine the drone with the spirit, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes. Fetish drone.
But, Xavier, it's been a while since I've talked to you. How you doing?
I'm getting better. I'm getting used to. I'm getting used to the
engineering
stuff that happened. Mm-hmm.
I hear that you're starting to gather people to yourself to actually form a little bit of a wolf pack.
Well, yes. I was thinking about going solo for a while, but surprisingly, I found some like-minded individuals.
You follow Black Unicorn.
People will recognize strong leadership when it presents itself.
By the way, I'm not sure if this. I think it gets actually apparent without actually using the skill. But Dragos has leadership 3.
Well, it is Alan.
Whee! Leadership 3. Doing dance.
Continuing on. So you still sticking with Black Unicorn?
Yes.
Oh, and how is Black Unicorn treating you these days?
Well, we didn't really have chance to interact with Black Unicorn since we last spoke to him.
Black Unicorn is an admirable spirit to follow. I could personally not because I cheat.
Fair enough. Tell me, how is he interacting with your totem spirit then? Is that like sort of a good relationship, or is it like not meshing as well as you would hope so?
Well, it's I think it's going pretty good. I have a couple of plans. Will probably make him.
You may want to repeat that.
He said things are going good for now, and I have a couple of plans that will make him happy.
Fair enough, fair enough. Looking over to Dragos, actually. I'm sorry, I don't know the totem that the dead rabbits follow.
Chameleon.
Tell me about Chameleon, then. I'm interested. If it's too personal, just tell me to shut the fuck up.
Nothing personal about the chameleon. Spirit of patience. We wait, we watch, we see. We have been doing good with it. I'm a little. Park is considering other options at the moment. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but we will see what happens.
You are so muted right now, you have no idea.
Okay. Okay, I looked away from the camera. That might be the reason. You basically said chameleon is a spirit of patience, waiting, watching, observing, and that and the pack itself like, oh, good, you're good with chameleon.
All right, fair enough.
Be considering other options at some point, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but we will see what happens.
And how does Chameleon? How does it mesh well with your own tribal totem?
Cockroach. I'll ask Cockroach what he thinks about Chameleon. Not been relevant to me to ask that question. Cockroach is Cockroach, and he thinks what he thinks. If he minds, he minds, and I will adapt to that. But I don't think he is against the concept of patience. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You tell me if the news has been relatively the same. A few weeks ago, things just got really, really weird and awkward. Is that situation still going on?
What situation weird and awkward?
The cockroaches. They were just all chittering with each other in a really, really weird fashion. I came back to the kitchen and they were all over and they were like marching in weird ass patterns. I don't know. I tried to talk to Zeke about it, but he broke me off.
It's a thing.
Do you know what it's all about then? Is it getting settled?
It's a thing.
Okay, it's a thing. Perception, empathy.
That's all he says.
Perception, empathy.
Okay. Okay, I'm roll. It's manipulation subterfuge. You have to roll to counter this, right?
Yep.
Let me look actually, because I have to see if I actually can counter it. I can just roll my 2 dice in manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Whee! 2 successes, but that doesn't matter because I can't counter your shit. I don't know how much you would get for 1 success.
With 1 success, how about this? It is a thing. But the thing is not resolved. That's the impression that Alan's going to get.
It's an ongoing thing, maybe.
It's an ongoing thing. Okay.
That's like what you would get from it. It's an ongoing thing.
All right, fair enough. Thank you.
He didn't say that. It does look what his face is. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It happens.
Neat.
Turning forward to Nico, right? Nico.
He has he threw his arm around X's lupus shoulder and is like giving him like really good deep scratches.
Nico, what was your relationship with the spirits?
Well, I never learned how to speak to them, but that's only because I'm just coming into my ability to venture out. But I've had many aid me in my time.
Tell us a story then about when a spirit aided you.
It's a rather violent story.
We live in a very, very violent time.
I will then, if you like. There was one day that
I'm.
I been working particularly hard and particularly late on a rather strenuous project. And while he's talking, by the way, he's still gently playing his guitar, but it's kind of that random, just almost blues, basically.
While you can all roll perception alertness, by the way, because while you're all talking, Dragons is not interested in saying goodbye or having any kind of long exchange, so he's going to take his chance to just disappear. I rolled dexterity stuff, so I got 4 successes.
You bound away before anybody recognizes you're gone.
Poor kids.
Yeah, and mostly because I have to still clean out. I have to pack a few things, so that's why. Sorry about this, but got a firm reminder. I'm moving out at 5.
As the Glasswalker goes ahead and bounds away. As
No,
both
he's-
in character and out of character, he has things to do, things to pack. What will the Glasswalker Lupus do next? Find out next time on Rage Against New York Z.
Just like the Cheshire Cat, he will simply disappear. Cheshire Cat.
He did actually notice him run away, but he'll kind of tilt his head and look back at Alan, shaking his head. And he'll say, there was one time that I had been at work particularly late, and it had been a particularly hard day. And I came home. I was unaware that my wife was there, or my ex-wife. And she had been having a hard day. And I wasn't on top of my game, so I wasn't as vigilant as I normally was. And I had been doing the dishes. And I was kind of shaky. I hadn't had the chance to eat by that point since breakfast. I dropped one of the plates and it shattered on the floor. So of course she starts yelling at me. And I guess maybe just the combination of being so tired or so out of my wits or something made me a little bit snappish. And so I snapped back at her. I said to her, I can't even really remember what I said at the time, just that I did snap at her. And it pushed her over the edge. She grabbed me and threw me into a wall. And she started growing larger. And she took her war form. And I had basically scrambled to get away. Vale and Echo weren't home at the time. They were with their uncle. So I wasn't terribly concerned about them. So I ran. Perhaps may have not been the smartest idea in hindsight. In running, I had pushed her away from me. That was the wrong move. She had lost herself. She had lost herself to her rage. And I had managed to run away a bit, but I realized that she had lost herself to her rage. So I threw myself into a ball and covered my head. And I was absolutely and 100% certain that was the end of me. But when it got quiet. It got very quiet. And so I assumed, oh, well, we've died. Oh, that's nice. It was nicer than I thought it would be. But then I realized that I was in the garden of my house. And I didn't know what had happened. I heard her in the house losing her mind, and apparently, let's just say there was a trip to IKEA after that. There's a lot of IKEA furniture in our house when we were together. It's cheap and easy to replace. But I looked up, trying to figure out what had happened, and I saw a unicorn spirit. trotting away. So I guess he had spirited me away from the danger, which I've always been forever grateful for. My brother-in-law is a child of Gaia.
Have you ever shared this story with your brother-in-law?
Of course.
And what did he say about it?
You have to understand something about my brother-in-law. He's he's not a very straightforward person. He's a ragabash. He doesn't like to admit to things or to. If he had sent a spirit to watch over me and guard me, to possibly whisk me away from a great time of danger, he wouldn't have told me. I think he would have considered my pride at stake. He's also Mexican, and there's a certain amount of machismo that goes along in that. So I can see where he may have not wanted to say anything, believing he was sparing my pride. You'll find that pride is not something many Black Fury male kinfolk have a lot of in abundance.
Well, today I will thank the spirits for Unicorn's protection over you, and I will thank your brother-in-law for giving you that much needed protection in your most dire time of need.
I'll smile.
You guys will see Xavier going back to hermit form, and he is actually looking at Alan. Alan, I've something to ask.
Yes?
Do you know where I can get some broken, unusable guns?
Broken, unusable guns.
Yes.
There used to be a guns for toys for tots. No. Pawn shop, maybe. Gun repair store, perhaps. What are you looking for? Why you need it?
Remember when I said that I'm doing some stuff for Black Unicorn? I've got a plan. With the help of Kotori, I am going to make a shrine for the Black Unicorn.
Mhm.
And we will try to get some doe spirits for it, for the shrine, so that kinfolk can approach to the shrine and offer birdseed, actually, and tell their troubles. That way, a dosed spirit can take that words to a member of my pack, and we can actually go ahead and.
So you want to answer people's prayers?
Not exactly prayers. Let's call it a spiritual helpline.
Prayers.
Mm,
I'm not judging you. I'm just calling it as I see it.
okay. I mean, if they are willing to pray to a Black Unicorn, I'll accept it.
And why do you need broken down guns for this?
To actually, they're going to be a part of the shrine.
Okay, so what's the structure of this shrine? Are you just going to use the guns quite plainly as decoration, or are you going to melt them down? What are we doing here?
Well, that is actually something I have to ask Kotori. He left me a list of stuff that I need to get for the shrine before he left.
Okay, so you need broken guns. That's specifically what you need.
Yeah, I need. He actually pulls out a paper.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need a few broken guns. I'm gonna need a shield. I'm gonna need a sword, some roses, and a book.
Son, I don't know what you're planning, but it sounds very, very kinky.
Okay, a few broken weapons. Could you simply acquire a working weapon and then break it afterwards?
That probably would work also.
Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you to do. I think Zeke might actually be the better choice for this. He knows a lot more about. Well, he knows a few things. He might be a person to talk to. Like I said, if you're looking for broken guns, I couldn't say a pawn shop. But no. Here's the thing. Here's what you got to do. Go to one of those gun shows. Actually, they have a lot of private sellers. You're probably not going to find them in the city. Not in this city. Dear God, not in this city. But you might take a few miles out to north part of the state. Find yourself a few gun shows. Talk to a few people. See if you can't find some secondhand weapons there. Do your write up. Usually they need some TLC anyways. Ask for the ones that need TLC. Don't go for the ones that they present. Go ask them where they keep their spares, where they keep their raw stock, as it were.
Got it.
They might look at you weird, they might look at you funny, they might ask some questions. Just so you know.
That's okay. I can deal with that, I guess.
You might want to actually tell them a story, something that they'll agree to, something like charity. You could just simply say that you are buying broken weapons for charity.
The thing I'm really good at.
Hey, Gaia blesses us with different talents and different gifts.
Mm-hmm. And also, I will be making some fetishes for our kinfolk in the sept.
That'd be good.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually trying to make some horns of distresses.
Horns of distress. Horns to blow, and what happens?
Um, from what I've heard, when they blow it, every guru in the 10-mile radius will hear it and recognize it as a call for help.
Okay, that might be a bit helpful. Unfortunately, my day takes me away. It's nice to see you, Xavier. I hope you go ahead and succeed in whatever project that you're currently doing right now for Black Unicorn. Nico,
Yes?
should I find Emmett before you? I will tell him that you are looking for him.
Thank you very much.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Alan says as he goes ahead and extracts himself from the group conversation and leaves these two on to talk.
Well, Nico, would you want me to help you find Emmett?
Sure, if you'd like.
Okay, then let's go see where he is.
Alright. He'll put his shoes back on, tuck his guitar back in its case, and get up and start looking for him.
All right. And there we will end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Hope you all come again next time.